BagFuel, baby.
BagFuel, we back. Like, subscribe, super thanks. And all that fly stuff. We just gonna jump right in. I got my partner to the right of me as always.
Hynaken.
You know what I'm saying? We got Gat Murder in the building.
AKA Gat Taylor, you already know the vibes, big Brooklyn.
Speaking of which, what's up with Vlad TV saying he forced you to change your name?
He never said he forced me to change my name.
Well, you know how white people talk.
He didn't. He was just basically saying, yo, you know what I mean? A name like that is trouble. That's what he was saying and all of that. But the Gat Taylor name, was gonna use that like years ago.
Yeah.
Your man, Liaison to tell you.
Franchise, Leah.
Franchise to tell you. That's my
guy,
brother
yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been had that name in the works a long time ago. You know, it's good for business. Gat Taylor is good for business. Gat Murder is not. You know what I mean?
You know, I think the only person that got away with murder so far has been Uncle Murder.
He was 50.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
See, Murder got away with it until he took it
Until
literally.
they what, nigga?
He took it literally.
Nah, but look, Uncle Murder was using Lenny Grants for a minute too.
He was.
He
right.
was using,
You right
Lenny
about
Grants.
that, GT.
And then, you know what I'm saying? He like, fuck it, I'm with Fifth now, it's lit. You know what I mean? Continue with the
Uncle Murder.
Yeah.
What made you start your own pod?
I mean, there's nothing like your own. There's nothing like having your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, my expert opinion, that's Mav's show. That's his baby. You know what I'm saying? BagFuel, Shy baby. You know what I'm saying? I wanted something to call my own. You know what I mean? The location, it's mine. I'm in full control. I can say what I want, do what I want, call my own shots. So that's why I created the location.
We had BagFuel before the show, but we never had. The funny thing about us is that we was cool with. We didn't need to have our own show, cause at our state of mind is like he had done this pod and TV stuff for a while, and I was just new to it. And I was just glad to do it, and just I was doing a relationship show. I was getting paid to do it, so I was like, if I get paid to do a relationship show and I get paid to do a whole other show, then maybe I could make a living out of that. Like we never planned on like coming back.
Me neither. I never
BagFuel.
planned on being a co-host on a podcast neither. It just happened like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was like, yo, Mav, make me a co-host. You feel me? Like when you first watched the first episodes of My Expert Opinion, I had nothing to say. I was just sitting there like, what the fuck I'm supposed to say to niggas? You know what I mean? And then I got the feel of it. I'm like, all right, cool. This shit is all right. Let me try the shit out. And that's what made me want to do this shit a little more. You know what I mean?
What you like about it?
The stories that you get from the guests. You know what I'm saying? I love the stories. Pretty much. That's just about it.
I don't really lean towards the stories. Like I feel like they just naturally come out now. Like you ask people about business, and I feel like that you get to a point and people just come here and they just want to blurt all their shit out regardless. So they find a way to tell you their stories eventually.
Yeah, but some niggas be lying though, S. Some niggas be lying. Y'all niggas know that. Y'all know that. Niggas be sitting here on the camera because the record button on and just say anything.
Some people want to perform, my bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you give them a stage to do their performance because
They're going to juggle.
Because the thing about us is we're like naturally, I guess, controversial, people want to say. So when you're naturally controversial, it's like no matter what you do, it's not enough. Like if people were lying, we would cut them off and be like, no, well, that's not true because of so-and-so. They mad, we cut them off. Let them get their thought out.
Yep.
Then when you let them get their thought out, now they mad, we ain't cut them off. So it's a lose-lose situation. So it's like, you know what I mean?
So you just be turning off the TV show when you see the line start, huh?
Nah, when I know it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? When I know, like I watched a lot of podcasts. I mean, I even sat with guests. I'm like, I know you lying. Like that's crazy. You feel me? But I'm not the type of nigga to get on camera though and try to slander or slay a nigga. You feel me?
The viewers never know that. They just be like, he don't know what he talking about. Why would he say that? And we just like, for the sake of politics, I'll let it fly. But, it'll break these people's hearts if their heroes didn't live up to what they see their heroes live up to. This is why when Esso had that legendary moment and he said, every nigga you love was paid for. To this day, niggas' hearts will never recover from that. Never.
Mm-hmm.
They want to believe the fantasy, sadly. So sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker lie.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't be knowing when everybody's lying on the show because I don't watch.
Do niggas reach out to y'all like, yo, listen, man, that nigga
A
was up there.
couple of
Yeah, all the time.
a couple.
They
but
don't come to him with
People
it.
don't reach out. People don't reach out to me. You'll be surprised. Like there are certain style of people that support me and stuff like that, but they don't reach out to me because I bite back. Like I'm not just letting nobody just say whatever that they want to say. So usually people will try to say something, and as soon as I slice and dice their ass back, they don't want to come out and play no more because they think I'm not gonna respond. Because normally I don't. It just be some days I just be home and I'll be like, oh, hon, I got time today.
Nah, it's like
know
when
what
you
I'm
got a
saying?
brand and niggas is on the camera saying certain things about you, some people will believe it.
No, everybody
believe
believes it, but we had that happen. So
Yeah.
it's not like we didn't have us being lied about and make it seem like we were doing something else. We had that occur. And you could ask them both. They wanted to go on camera and be like, yo, we want to address this stuff. And I was like, no, don't. I was like, let everybody do what they're going to do. They was like, well, in the content space, if you don't address it, well, I don't give a fuck about the content space. How about that?
Some niggas, they do it for the clout, they do it for the numbers. No actuality, they don't really have a problem with you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if somebody would have a problem with me, Hynaken, or Ghost, I would, to be honest, like on some real shit, I would like to know like what it is because we're like three of the most in your own world people. Ghost is in his own world, away from us. He's in his own world. I'm in my own world for the most point of the time, and so is he. We coming together. We're mano y mano. We understand work. We coming together to work, and we're on a goal. You know what I'm saying? Are we friends? Yes. Are we best friends? We hang out and cook at each other's house? No, we don't cook out at each other's mouth. But we have a mutual respect for this work and where we're trying to go. Do I put them still before most people? Yes, I do. These are my colleagues that I work with, and I need them, and we're flourishing together. So yeah, this show is the most important thing in my life.
So what made you want to get
Besides
into
my family.
What made you want to get into podcasting?
I didn't. It was him.
You put him onto the podcasting world.
Yeah, because everything he's doing now is what he was doing before anybody knew. It was just on the phone. So I'm just like, oh, we just put a camera on this nigga, give it some time. It's gonna be diesel fuel. I think one of the gross problems people have in this space is they don't want to let talent flourish over them, or they'll stifle people who might catapult past them. But that's what keeps your longevity going in some form or fashion. If you look at Joe Budden's platform now, he barely talks now. He'll let Mark talk crazy, Ish talk crazy, Flip talk crazy. He just lets them cook, and then he'll come in and do his own stuff like that. Ice talk crazy. And I think that's a natural evolution of understanding this space, you know,
What do y'all hate about podcasting?
I don't hate nothing about it.
You gotta hate something.
I don't.
Yes, you do. I'm gonna
swear.
tell you what you hate.
What?
When niggas come up here, niggas is 50 years old rapping. That's what you hate.
Oh,
nigga.
I don't hate that about podcasting.
Yes, you hate rappers.
No. I hate that.
He hate rappers.
No.
I have this on my list.
I don't hate rappers. My problem
What's
is
wrong with 50-year-old niggas rapping though?
my problem is this, and Styles P put it perfect.
Yes.
When he said, when the first time that I went to jail, he said I was not a professional rapper, okay? Everybody that raps out here thinks that they're professional. They're not.
Right.
So if you want to be a 50-year-old rapper, I still don't personally agree because a lot of them don't have the fan base that's gonna follow them. They're just rapping for themselves and to please themselves.
What if they making the money? What if
No,
they 50 and they making reaping the benefits from it?
That's great, but let me break down the money, okay? They're not making no money on streaming. That's dead. They're not making no money on album sales. Dead. I can name a lot of famous rappers.
What about radio? Keep going through the list.
Let them go, let them come.
Oh, I fucked your plane up. My bad,
Because
Flair.
you asked me a question.
Yeah.
Let me not go down to the rappers who I know that are famous who don't get shows, okay? And on top of that, we go back to the streaming. We're making over $2,000 on Spotify. Rappers aren't doing that.
Right.
Okay? Where's the money coming from? They're not selling no merch for real. They're not even in the merch game. So I'm like, where's the money? There is none. There are some that think that they have to drop records to stay in the people's minds, but if they really realize, it's like Snoop Dogg had to talk with Bow Wow. It was the monumental talk, like, yo, Bow, like you're You're watering yourself down, Bow Wow. You're Bow Wow. You have a catalog, not of just music, but of movies. Rock with that. Act like it. That's your period of time that nobody can touch you on. Why would you damage your legacy? Bow Wow got it right after that.
Yeah.
He stopped doing all that other bullshit that everybody was looking at him for doing. He stopped trying to come out with these different records and all this other type of stuff with these guys by the pool, these new writers and all that. I'm not doing that. I'm a deal with and I'm gonna hold on to my legacy. I feel like people like the Locks and most of all, Jadakiss, is his fault because he can really still rap at 50.
And it's good.
And they think
And it's relevant.
And these ain't even dudes that's been out. This is the problem.
These is iconic, legendary.
These dudes are not even never had a record deal, never been thought of, never did a collabo, never been on the radio, and you think that you're gonna rap till 50 because Jadakiss is doing it? No, bro.
Jadakiss is a definition of I do this shit.
But this
Professional rapper.
But this is what I'm saying, and there are some professional rappers that they can still do this shit, but their lingo isn't up to par. They're aged out. Not on purpose. Where you gonna play it at? They don't want to play them.
We still love whole verses.
Hov is like one of one.
We still love his verses.
But look where we're going to. Gat Murder. We're going to Hov and Jadakiss. Arguably, this is where we're doing. We got to go to arguably top 5 niggas. These niggas was out in the 90s. So if we got to go all the way back to find what these niggas is, everybody got to stand down with this rapping because it's not even money. If it was money, then I could be like, yo, they doing it, yo.
But it's therapeutic to some niggas.
Well, keep that therapeutic trash in their house.
Everything trash though.
They don't got. They don't got.
It's everything trash. I don't think everything trash though.
Yo, 95% of it. We're listening. I said this when we was on Mass Show. That was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I said this. I said, y'all liking this shit? Talking to Ghost, talking to him, talking to Math, talking to everybody. I said, y'all listening to the best of the trash. That's why y'all don't get it. Because all this shit is trash, and now we're picking this shit out the garbage like, yo, this could work. This could work. Let's put a video behind this trash and throw it against the wall and let's hope somebody's gonna like it. Maybe a brand, if I say the jeans in the song, the brand's gonna sponsor me. Yo, maybe if I mention Vanity Lux, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna give me jewelry. This is what it's about. I can get jewelry, and then you know what I'm gonna go out now, Ghost, and do? I'm gonna go get me some girls, because I look like a rapper. I look like one. I'm not actually one. I look like one. And that's the problem with the watered down tape. If everybody got out the way, let some real rappers rap. Then we can have some real producers produce. We got some real investors invest.
So who's the real rappers?
Hey, where they at?
So, I mean, for you, who's the real rappers? In your eyes.
50 years old. I'm talking about 50 years old. Can we talk about 50 years old?
Let's talk about the real rappers. Who really talking that shit?
I don't have them. Yo.
It would just be what, Nas, Ghostface?
No, wait, no.
He's
I'm not talking about the old. You talking about old?
No,
niggas?
listen.
I'm talking about niggas that really do this shit.
Be rapping.
He's saying 50
The
year old.
only old nigga that's still in they swag of rapping for me is Ghostface. The only one. Everybody else is out their swag.
What you mean? Like who?
Who you talking about?
All right, you saying at 50?
Who are you talking about? Just name them.
I'm just saying, saying at 50.
Because me and Kid Capri is so mad at me about this older rapper thing, because I'm saying, what's the purpose? And the only thing that people can keep telling me is therapeutic. I don't need your therapy. That's your therapy. That's not the therapy for the world. That's your therapy. Just like Ja Rule came on, he said, y'all got 99,000 of songs recorded. I respected that. He said, that's my therapy. Now, if Rule was out here saying, yo, Randy, I'm about to put all of this shit out, I'll be like, hold up, why? Hold on, why? You already touring around the world, doing all your classics, we're all singing them. Why you want to throw something in there
Because
that's
niggas
not gonna
still
be
have
promoted?
fans that still support their shit.
No, they're not supporting it though. That's the whole thing. They're not supporting it. It's not
You
being
really
supported.
think and he got so like he's touring?
They're not
thousands
being
of people
supported.
that come out from him.
The people that are touring, right? It's easy for them to go online and buy tickets. They're not going to these platforms. They don't care. You know what Ja Rule would have to do to generate that? He has to go on everybody's platform. I mean, he got to go on every platform and rap different new verses and different this. You got the juice, 8-bar clips, on the radar, bars on 995.
You think he really
whoever's
got
out
to do that?
West Coast.
He already
You know
established.
I
why?
think he
You know
gotta
why he has
do
to do that?
that.
The
Why?
Clips did all of that and only sold 113,000.
And it was not a real
And
113.
that's not bad though.
It
No,
was
but look
not
what they
a
had to
real
do for the Clips.
113.
This is what you're not understanding. Look what they had to do.
It's
So
not-
take anybody that's been inactive.
But the Clips been away for a long period of time though.
This is what we're saying.
Ja Rule still been touring and doing his thing.
Nigga fucking Pusha T was doing
Pusha T was
shows.
by himself though.
That don't matter, my nigga.
So he had to do these
Yo, let me ask you
interviews with his
something.
brother.
You think, aside from the Clips, you think other 50-year-old rappers can do 100K sales?
Bro, it's not even a real 113.
wait. Just let him say. Cause this nigga right here done lost some money because of this bet. Oh, okay.
Time out. Before we go longer, you want to pop shit? You want to raise it back up to 5,000? Since you didn't wait, time out. Don't say nothing, Gat Murder. No. You popping. I lowered it because I'm nervous. Yo, wait, time. I lowered it. Wait, no, Hynaken. I lowered it because I'm nervous. Or did I ask you, do you want to lower it? And you said yes. Did you want to lower it? Because that's cap. That's a lie.
Yo, Gat.
Yo, Ghost, that's a lie. I asked you at Lauren LaRosa shit, and I said, do you want to lower it? And you said yes. I said okay. And I came to Hynaken and I said, I don't want to take this nigga money because I rely on him. So I'm letting him off the fucking hook. But the one thing I told him is he's never gonna come on camera and oppose me with music ever again, and he's not gonna lie. So I'm gonna ask you one more time: is it 5,000 or is it 2,500? All right then. All right
That
then.
answered the
nigga.
question.
But that's why that sells. But here's my thing. Here's my issue with people rapping. It's become a sickness now. It's a mental health sickness. Everyone fucking raps. Even the hookers in Colombia want to be rappers.
Ghost was with lawyers, and he called me from Houston at
With two
1:30
lawyers.
in the morning, and they were females, and they wanted to rap.
But there's some people
a
that rap.
sickness.
But there's some people that rap that don't want to get on though. They not looking for no deals. And
they're
nothing
That's
like
like a nigga that's saying,
They're smart.
I'm playing to be nice and don't want to play in the NBA. They're lying.
I'm gonna
That's
tell you
not
some
true,
real
son.
Yo,
Niggas don't be going.
What the fuck are you rapping for if you ain't trying
some
to get
people
your
just
shit
wanna
heard?
do it.
Gat Murder. They don't think they can make it. They're scared.
That's it.
They don't want to spend the money. And I'm gonna tell you what's scary about the rap shit, right?
What?
And I'm gonna say this in front of Hynaken. Who's the person that the record label, 2 record labels, is trying to get them to rap right now?
This nigga, right? They're begging him to put out a song.
Rap, nigga.
No.
Never.
Never.
Niggas is asking me, and I'm not talking
Like
about
begging.
I'm not talking about low tier niggas. They like, yo, if you come with a Lil Duval smile, bitch, you could do whatever right now,
Sing,
nigga.
Fuck rap and sing something.
Never. You know why? It takes too much, and I'm not going over there to do it. If I just wanted clout, and if I wanted to open up some bullshit doors for me and say I did it and fuck some groupies, yeah, cool. No, I want a Hollywood star. This is what I'm doing. This is my job. Yeah, they tell me, yo, it will open up more doors for you. It will open up more problems as well. They also would spread me way thin because once you take money from a major record label, you need to go out there. You need to do what you got to do to make that shit work. I'm a podcaster.
So like, not to cut you off, not to
go
cut
ahead.
your wisdom. What's next from podcasting?
Oh, I plan on going to TV. Voiceovers is what's next for me. I want to do voiceovers, TV, commercials, and movies. And my other plan was to do radio. I had a nice little stint on radio. It got cut short, but hopefully I can get back to the radio and I can do the voiceovers. I'm not like, if being in front of the camera for me is great, it's done great things for me, but that was never my plan. My
Hooping
plan
was, right?
Hooping was, but after that, it was just music. It was always music. So when I came over here, like, people used to ask Hynaken, like, why you fucking with this old nigga? You know what I'm saying? I swear to God. And I would be like,
That's
but it never,
crazy.
but I'm gonna be honest, guy. He'll tell you, it never bothered me. If Hynaken was the star of this show and people really wasn't feeling me, you know what I would be doing? I would be doing all the business for the show. I would be the prize of the Fugees. I would be like, yo, nigga, we gonna do a deal here. He gotta go out and get his hair braided. And he gotta go out and make appearances and travel. I don't have to do that. I wouldn't be mad if I don't have to do that. I would just relish in my position and say, I'm gonna go get us some bread now. I'm gonna get us sponsorship. I'm gonna get us branding. I got time to go to the store. Just like when Gilly was the bigger personality and Wallow said that he took the paperwork and went to the car dealerships and did all, that would have been me.
That's smart.
That would have been me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not opposed to that. I tell him this all the time. If things was reversed, we would be making more money because I would just be doing business. I would be on my manager behind the scenes. Yeah, I'll talk up here, I'll do a little thing. But when you gotta be out there as well, I gotta work out. I just told you I'm not really drinking right now. These are all different things. When I was manager, I could drink, party, be out. I don't, nigga, y'all gotta be here and be here at 1:30. I can pull up at 3 o'clock when Gat Murder leave and take my pictures and go home, have Shorty downstairs waiting for me, you know what I'm saying? But when you this way, it's a little bit different, you know what I mean?
So, you know, we was on Rory and Maul's show and I mentioned you and Mecca. And I said, I look forward to seeing y'all in the shop again.
I look forward to seeing y'all niggas in the shop.
No, that's not happening. You know
Now
that.
look, what would it take for y'all to get, for real though, this is me just asking y'all,
I'm
because I
gonna
never
answer your
asked y'all.
question ridiculously.
What would it take for y'all to get back in the shop with Math Hoffa?
Hold on. Publicly, you and Mecca have done nothing wrong. No, I want to make sure. And y'all not there. So why the fuck would we be back
let me
there?
tell you, let me break this down to y'all, right?
No, break it down to him.
Let me break it down to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
My expert opinion is Math's show. He
Of course.
entitled to do what he want on this
As
show.
he should.
He could bring niggas up there, kick them off, whatever he want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's on other niggas if they want to sit up there and tolerate whatever goes on in the show, right or wrong.
That's true.
Right or right.
All facts.
Now, I don't have a problem with anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm my own man. If I don't like something that's going on the show or anywhere, all right, let me excuse myself, you feel me, and go do my own thing. I'm not one of them niggas that's gonna be arguing and going back and forth with
You never been like that.
On nobody. Like, all right, this is what it
Well,
is.
my fee to be on the show is normally $3,500, but for Math, it'll be $5,000. And I'll come on the show.
So look, y'all,
Anybody else $3,500, but for Math, $5,000. I'll be on the show. That's just for me. I can't
I
speak
ain't gonna
on
lie,
anything.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
What's up?
Before I became a co-host on the show, I used to come through, pull up. Y'all know
Yeah.
I used to come through, sit in, and y'all was fire together. All y'all was fire together. I just hated to see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it 100. Behind the scenes, I used to pull Math aside, like, yo, you need to get them niggas back on the show. You
Because
feel
me
me?
and you bumped into each other, and I didn't even
Word.
know
So
you.
I
at the
was-
You know
time.
who else
on-
was doing that?
I was
Space Goes.
I was always
So-
on positive time, though. You know what I mean? I never cared about the politics. Y'all never see me on camera going, yo, fuck them niggas, or side with other niggas, or none of that. Because I seen something great like other people did, too. I was never a hater. I'm like, I can't see myself hating on niggas that never did nothing to me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not about to play my position. You feel me? And y'all know, behind the scenes, it was always love.
I ain't
We
got
ran
no-
into each other, showed
I tell
love.
everybody, I don't have no problem when people talk. They be like, "Well, you got a problem with like?" To be honest, I don't have a problem with nobody. Like I tell everybody, I said, if anything, I'm cool.
So if the bag was right,
I'm a man of my word. It's
the bag was
normally
right-
it's $3,500, but for Math, for me, it's $5,000.
You heard him. My expert opinion. Huh?
Why are you not on there though? You know
Why am I not on there? Because I'm my own man. Once I seen the whole situation happen with the falling, the lights and all of that going out, I'm like, oh, I got to do my own thing. I can't sit back and wait.
It
for
sounds
no-
like you abandoned Math now.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Because if he's shooting in another shop, wouldn't it make sense
Me
to
and
bring him?
Mav talked.
Okay.
And I pulled them aside and I asked them, yo, what's going on with the shop? You
Yeah.
feel me? And he like, yo, shit's still going on, X, Y, Z. And I told him, yo, look, While that's going on, I got this going on.
All right.
You understand this? This is my brother. I knew Mav for damn near 20 years.
Yeah, no,
So
that's understood.
I don't agree on everything he do, and he don't agree on everything I do, but that's life. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But I said this is what I'm doing. And that's how that happened. I created the location.
Yeah.
That's my baby. My expert opinion is your baby. Whenever you ready, I'm here. The door's open for you when you want to pull up on my situation. That's it. You feel me?
So you're not going back. You're just doing your own thing. It seems like Mecca's kind of doing his own thing. I see him rapping a little bit more now and stuff like that.
Everybody's supposed to do their own thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
That's bottom line. Everything don't gotta be is drama because niggas don't see niggas on shows and all of that shit. Niggas just make their own moves. Mav gonna do whatever Mav wanna do. Everybody
That's
know
true.
that. I'ma do what the fuck I wanna do. You gonna do what the fuck you wanna do. That's just we grown men at the end of the day. But it still could be positive. Like when I seen Child in the room with him, I'm like, oh, they could coexist in the same room with each other. There's certain niggas he ain't gonna coexist in the room with. It's gonna be an issue.
But that's the issue. Because it's like if that's the case, then all of that other stuff was not real.
It should have never happened.
And that's the part that you be saying when you say, yo, when people are around you and they not real and they telling stories and all that, it bothers you. And
I'm gonna be honest. It really don't bother me. I just be like, look at this lying ass nigga.
That's
It
what
don't
I
bother
mean.
me.
So I'm sorry, it don't bother me, but it doesn't bother you. But that's what I meant saying. I recognize what he's doing. It's not nothing in this world, in this podcasting or TV or whatever YouTube world is gonna make me like get so mad at somebody for lying and really care. Yes, I'm looking at them like, yo, they wilding, but like I say half the time, I don't be knowing nobody's stories and shit. I don't know who's lying and who's not. I've learned to try to give you opportunity to tell your thing, because we have to evolve too. We used to do this and do that. We don't do none of
everybody
that no more.
learning as they go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how I learn. Like, and I thank Matt for giving me the alley-oop on the show. You know what I mean? Because I ain't know shit about podcasting, but he gave me the alley-oop. And me, Gat, I'm going to take that shit and run with it.
Are you finding it's hard to make money?
Podcasting? Not really. It's about how you apply yourself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I make money off sponsorships and how I do, you know what I mean? I know everybody. I'm plugged in with a lot of people. So it's like little things I don't know. Niggas will pull me to the side, yo, Gat, you should do X, Y, and Z. I know you don't know this, you don't know that. And I'm cool with listening and learning. You know what I mean? I don't got a problem with that. You feel me? But yeah, I get my money off this podcast and shit. You feel me? I done did walkthroughs, shows, got sponsors, wore niggas' clothes, niggas' fitteds and all that, you know what I mean? So, and I still do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get my money how I get my money. Bills gotta get paid by the end of the month.
Yeah.
You know that. The first of the
Non-stop.
month, them bills gonna constantly come in. So I can't be waiting on no next niggas. You know what I'm saying?
The 1st, the 15th, and the 30th.
Like again, niggas gonna do what they wanna do. Like they gonna make their decisions on how they make their, like y'all BagFuel. Y'all gonna interview who y'all wanna interview. Y'all gonna do business with whoever y'all wanna do business with. You feel me? This is y'all baby. That's why like over there when he doing shit, it's certain shit I don't approve of. I'll be like, why you doing that? But hey, this your show, do what you wanna do. You feel me? My shit, I'm doing what I want, saying what the fuck I want, interviewing who the fuck I want. That's just how that's gonna go.
You feel like you was being stifled a little bit, or you just...
What you mean?
You're prefacing that this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, which is
it's
all
just
about
certain shit.
independence.
Like let's say if I wanted to interview somebody, Matt
Gotcha.
might not feel like he want to interview the
Yeah,
nigga.
that's
I'm
true.
Like, damn, if this was my show, I would have interviewed the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's little shit like that.
You think like you sitting down with us is gonna hinder the interaction
For
between you?
what? He sat down with y'all. Why would it hinder? I'm just being honest. If it got, listen, you my nigga, but way before podcast.
Yeah.
You been my nigga. Esso, I'm meeting you like during the podcast situation.
You've been exactly the same
Right.
for all the
I
years.
never
we've been-
changed for
Yeah.
nobody. You know what I mean? Never, ever changed. Now, if it got physical,
It shouldn't get to that
no,
point.
I'm just saying.
I
This
got
is
you.
me being honest. If it got physical, I'm like, damn, I can't even. Now that's a little too mixy. I don't even want to be around. I don't want to sit down with nobody because now it got physical.
I
Once
get-
I seen that y'all could coexist in the same room with each other, I'm like, this drama is frivolous. This is frivolous drama. You feel me? And y'all actually good niggas that did good things, is doing great things in the culture. So why would I not sit down with these brothers? You know what I mean? He may be mad, he may be upset, but I
don't, to be honest, I don't even think Mav really be mad.
I don't think he'd be mad neither. I don't think he'd be mad neither. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, stop, man. Y'all, stop it. What happened, Ghost?
Yo, bro.
You know he's mad.
I don't
and this
think
gonna
so.
make him mad.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm gonna tell you why. All know that.
I'm gonna tell you why.
He's competitive.
Math is my bro. Again, I don't approve of everything he does. You feel me? Just like he don't approve of everything I do. We grown men at the end of the day, but I'm not gonna block my blessings and not go sit down with niggas and promo what I got going on.
No, I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I talked with Mav. He's emotional about all this shit. He is very emotional about all this shit. So he gets upset over shit like that.
I just think he's competitive.
I just think it's hard for me to believe, and I'm gonna say this because when he's around us, it don't be none of that.
Exactly.
It don't
it's
even.
not anger.
I'm
It's
gonna be
not anger.
honest.
He's just upset.
It don't
Listen,
even be.
I told my bro, right, before I even came up here, I'm going on BagFuel, right? And you don't gotta worry about, because everybody came up here and shitted on him. You know what I mean? The co-host.
Did Mecca that shit on him?
Mecca ain't shit on him.
Not Mech. I'm not saying Mech, but
I know what you mean.
It was co-hosts that was coming up here, and people was looking at this platform like, oh, everybody that's leaving my expert opinion having a falling out with Math, and I ain't have a falling out with my nigga.
That's why this conversation is different.
I didn't have a falling out with Math. You feel me?
He did them dirty. Can you agree?
Who?
The niggas that came up here and started talking.
I can't. I wasn't around for certain shit.
If he
so
not
I
going,
can't
if he not going to
other
speak
niggas.
on us, he
I
can't
can
speak
speak
on
for
them.
myself. I can speak for myself. Like, he didn't do me dirty. You understand? So I can't. Yeah, you gonna agree they did? Nah, I wouldn't say that because I wasn't around. I can't. I wasn't there when y'all signed paperwork. I wasn't there when y'all did business with him, so I can't speak for y'all. I don't know what business he did with Mech on the side. I don't know what business he did with Sean Big on the side. I don't. I just pull up, play my position, and go home.
But when you hear the stories, like bigger story, like when you hear it, you don't feel like you don't see a certain way or feel like, yeah.
When I hear Sean Bigger story,
you hear their stories, Bigger and Champ.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to.
I'm gonna be honest. Again, these is Math peoples. Champ, Sean Bigger, I met them through Math. Again, whatever business they had together have nothing to do with me. I mind my business.
So you didn't hear their story when they was on this show?
I heard everything. So, I was there for everything.
How did you feel when you heard it?
None of my business, Space Ghost. None of my business. It don't concern me. If I see a shootout over here, nigga,
you went left.
Nigga, it's none of my business.
It's the thing that's only gonna confuse people. And it's
but not to cut you off, not to cut your wisdom. But Gat always try to keep everything together though.
Nah, you've been.
Like when the situation with Sean Bigger, I tried. You understand what I'm saying? The situation with Champ, I tried. But it was like when certain shit started happening, I was like, come on, son. You feel me? Behind the scenes. Even with Esso and Hynaken, behind the scenes, yo, Math, let me holler at you. I think you should. So behind the scenes, I always tried to keep shit together because I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like being in the room and it's like, damn, son, bunch of good niggas. These, y'all sitting up here saying he a foul nigga. He's sitting up here saying y'all a foul nigga. And then I'm in the middle like, this is some bullshit.
That you know Math is the foul nigga. he did this some bullshit. My man is the foul nigga. Like,
but my thing is, here's where it's gonna confuse people. And this is my final point on this, because we got so much more to talk about.
Let's talk about it.
If he ain't do you wrong,
pause. That was crazy.
Okay, cool.
That was
if there ain't no dirt between y'all,
it's never gonna be dirt.
No, what I'm saying is now people are like, we expect to see him on the new shop with you.
Nah, but listen, I told Math, you know what I mean, to do.
That's my final thing on that.
I told Math to do this shit by himself.
Oh, all right.
I told him that. He'll tell niggas that.
Why though?
But
Not
why?
that it's wrong, but
But you know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I seen that he was having falling outs with everybody. He was bumping hash polls with everybody. And I'm like, yo, you should just do this shit by yourself. Why don't you just do it by yourself? Like,
Same shit I thought.
yeah.
you know what I mean? So
Ghost told him the
like,
same
I'm gonna be
thing.
honest, like we gonna argue. I argue with my nigga all day, but nigga, I'm not, this is me. I'm gonna do what I want, I'm gonna do what I feel, you do what you want, and you do what you feel. But it's never gonna be bad blood. You know what I mean? Even after he, disagreed with certain things, he has to shoot me a text, yo, Gat, I still love you, boy. I love you, my nigga. And that's what it's always gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm my own man at the end of the day. I'm gonna make my decisions how I wanna make my decisions, and you do the same. You know, what's good for you is good for you. What's good for me is what's good for me. As long as I'm not getting on platforms slaying you or slandering your name, because that's not what I do. I gotta have a falling out with you and nobody will know about that shit. Nobody will know what we had an argument about but me and you. That's just how I am. And I'll get over that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like a nigga shot at me or a nigga raped one of my family members. Nigga, we cool. Shit ain't about nothing. That's how I carry it.
Would you ever have a co-host on your show?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who's the perfect co-host, right?
My nigga Mecca.
Yup.
My nigga Mecca.
I was about to say something smart, but I'm not gonna say it.
Talk your shit,
Would you
nigga.
just gonna say Champ?
Yeah, I was gonna say it.
You and Champ had great chemistry too.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Champ was great on my expert opinion. He was doing his numbers. But see, like,
Him and Mav got real beef.
I don't know if they could fix their shit. You know what I'm saying? They shit went way beyond how y'all shit was. So I don't know if they could fix that. You know what I mean?
You put a good ribbon on that. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
we
saying?
good. I'm good with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some get money shit,
That's it.
trying to go to the next level.
Can I ask you a real question?
Of course.
Why you still rapping?
Because this is something I like doing. And believe it or not, I got family, homies that love hearing my music. So I do it for them. I cater to the people that love hearing me. Like when niggas pull up, like, yo, Gat, I need to hear some shit. That's motivation for me. Especially legendary people. Iconic, you know what I'm saying? Redmans. Yo, what's up? What's up with the music? What's up? When I'm getting that from niggas like that, I gotta go.
I mean, out of the three, which one, if they said you could only do one, the movies, podcasting, or rapping? Because you had the movies,
I ain't
you
gonna
still
lie.
do
I ain't gonna lie.
TV shows,
The movies,
still keeping that, right?
I get a lot of clout off the movies.
Yeah,
And
Brooklyn
money.
way.
Yeah, that's where it's at. I think music could be second. Cause I do that shit when I feel like it. I do music when I feel like it. Man. But movies, yeah, definitely.
How about Fab? Didn't Fab say he's retiring from music and he's becoming a model or some shit like that?
That's shit.
Fab low-key been modeling.
Yeah.
But he said he's
He been-
retiring from music. He said music is trash and the money or something like that. I thought that's what I'm saying.
So you think that's the
he's about to
reason
be a
why
model.
Jim Jones and all of them is doing the podcast now? Because I heard they all supposed to be coming together and doing the
They are.
podcast together.
I saw that. I actually spoke to Jimmy this morning because I saw he had the Purple Room over there, and I was like, yo, if you want us to come film over there, because, people pay us to come film at their locations and shit, type of shit. So I was like, yo, Jim, if you want us to come over there and film, run some traffic through there. He was like, nah. He was like, if you need a place to film, you can come over and film. But, nigga, we got traffic running through here and shit already. Like,
I think that was
they're
dope for
staying
him to
booked
do,
out.
you know what I mean? Open that building like that and just invite niggas in to do their thing. Now, I think that was dope.
Yeah.
Because nobody in New York City is doing no shit like that.
I've been told Jimmy he should do a podcast. When the first thing that me and him was talking about trying to do together, I was like, let's do a podcast on fashion. And he was like, no, because when I chew niggas out with their fashion, they gonna be mad at me. and I'm not gonna do the fashion. But he talks well. Like, people don't know Jimmy's smart and could put things together. Sometimes they just hear him on rants.
Yeah.
But the rant is only a 0.1% of the time. Most of the time, he's just up thinking, developing ideas, calling people, trying to actually put people with each other and develop something bigger. So for him to do the podcast thing, I think it's good. And rappers, to be honest, they need something else to do to generate money
Do
because
you think certain rappers that's podcasting now got the cheat code?
Yeah,
I mean,
of
it's
course.
inherent,
No,
though.
the
Some of them, like
it's not
the
some
majority
of them. It's all of them.
Yeah.
They're starting with a fan base.
Right.
When I started, I had 200 people.
Right.
Okay, I'm at 100 something thousand. When it took us 2 years and 2 months to get 100,000 subscribers. It took Joe and Jada
Two
2
months.
hours?
2 months.
Because they're following. Jada got his fan base. Joe got his fan
But
base.
that's not a cheat code. You still
Yes,
got.
that is a
No,
cheat
look,
code.
you still gotta feed them.
You still gotta
feed them, and you gotta do the work because I'm not gonna name no names.
Your followers is
It's
going
a
to
lot
follow
of
whatever
Not
you're
like
doing.
that.
Yo, Gat, a lot of
telling you.
people, see, you're not remembering, a lot of rappers started podcasts and got bags from people and they fade. I'm not gonna name their names.
It's a lot of
Right.
niggas that
Right.
A lot
faded
of
out.
niggas.
Right, but certain niggas got cheat
just-
codes.
We don't want to say their name, but
The cheat code is, what you gonna say, the famous, if that's the case, then Cam and Mace got a cheat code. But they're funny as fuck.
yeah.
And they got chemistry. So
Yeah, they're doing the work.
So they do have a cheat code to come with their fan base. Great. Yes, the cheat code for them would be like, I'll sponsor them. Kevin Durant fucks with them.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's a cheat code.
How about-
but you still got to go on and do it and
Ghost,
make it happen.
Ghost said he thought just because Nori is Nori, it should work. And he said he watched Nori make sure to secure guests on the show. And he's like, he's doing it as if he doesn't have a following, as if he's not Nori. So no matter how big your name is, you really still in a weird space, because then they're gonna be like, all right, one thing we gotta give
Joe and Jada.
no. We got to give attention to the audience. It ain't like what it used to be when we first started. If you on fire, they're pressing play on everything. Ghost will tell you that. Back in the day, niggas would just press play. You got some doo-doo. Oh, I like them niggas. Now they read the description, they look, I don't like this guest.
And you gotta
800
look at
views.
the numbers too, Gat. The numbers is the telltale story. See, you just doing the interview, think, oh, they moving, they got this. I pay attention to a guest.
Yeah.
A lot of people shoot, they load too fast. If you look
That's a
at our
fact.
show, we haven't had a ginormous guest. The biggest guest we had was Akon.
Yeah, if you're thinking proximity.
So we haven't had like a ginormous guest on the heat at that moment and at that time when they was on the heater. Because we're developing our fan base, we're developing our skills. We do much better together. Our stuff looks better. The delivery is better.
Yeah.
So now it's like, yo, we start to do whatever. And now the most beautiful thing that I told him about was, because we didn't have a big guest, the focus is on what we're doing.
Right.
You
When
know what
did
I'm
you
saying?
realize? When did you realize BagFuel started moving? Like,
I mean, to be honest, it was moving when we was still at
no,
my
moving.
It started moving. Like our first episode, we started moving like right away. We had the Jim Jones shit, it went, and then we paused for a second. It was no guest. We didn't have guests. We was going viral we didn't have guests. But then we had to build up and say, what do the people want? Like I just had Hynaken. I said, when we come back from Pittsburgh, I was like, yo, let's shoot a solo. I still want to, if we can before Ghost leaves, I still want to shoot a solo because that gives us a chance to, that's when I go viral. I'm going to keep it real.
The controversy shit was going viral with y'all situation too.
Yeah.
Like y'all was doing y'all thing.
It was fresh.
And your show was dope. But the controversy shit, y'all on the TikToks beefing the dramas.
I'm gonna tell you what it was, and I'll never. This has been behind the scenes. Math did it. Math created all the controversy. Math blew us up, cause I was telling them don't say shit, and when he was going on, I was telling him don't say.
When he went on
nothing.
Vlad TV,
he went on Vlad twice.
Adam 22.
And Adam 22. Every time he mentioned
that
our
helped
name.
y'all situation.
What, nigga? I tell you, yo, the biggest joke behind the scenes with me and them, I was like, Math don't really hate us, y'all. And they would be like, yes, he does it. I'd be like, no, he don't, because he's the number one reason why we blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
He always mentioned us. And when Vlad put our name in lights a year later, and I was like, this gotta be old. And niggas was like, no. And I called Hynaken, I said, he's promoting us again. I said, he's our biggest freaking promotion. He can't hate me. He can't. And they would be like, no, that's the battle rapper. I understand the battle rapper him, right?
That's the
But
competitiveness.
I know he had to know, because when I didn't know Gat Murder, And I walked around, they had just broke my car glass. That's how I saw Gat murdered. That's how me and Gat murdered.
Well, look. We was in Harlem.
Yup.
I was with my Harlem niggas. And a
Outside.
couple of my Brooklyn niggas. And I'm like, hold up. That's Esso by itself?
Walking.
Now, if it was
Walking.
really lit like that, it could have got active.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
because
that's
it was
real nigga
dolo.
shit.
And I saw
And I'm
him
like-
and stopped.
And look,
stopped.
and when I stopped them, my first words to Esso was, yo, what's up with you and Mav, son? I swear to God, yo, what's
No
up with y'all
love.
niggas?
Yo, you
Nah, that ass
true to
though.
yourself,
Nah,
man.
and I was like, nothing. I ain't got. I
Me
said,
and Esso stood on the corner for
for
like
an
about
hour.
an hour.
He made
was
me like
chopping
his
up.
niggas was on the corner.
My niggas was there,
And Gat
everybody
was
was
like,
there.
I was just talking about you. They were just talking about the show or some shit. And I was
Word.
like, for real?
And he just walking down 141st.
I had to go to
somewhere.
Lido because I had a meeting and they broke my glass, so I had no place to park my car. So I had to park my car in a parking garage in Harlem, and I was walking down 20-something blocks. Nigga, as soon as I turned on 8th Avenue, Gat Murder was right there. As soon as I left the parking
a
lot,
fact.
turned on 8th Avenue, and Gat was there, and I was late to the meeting, and I was like, I gotta go. And I was like, yo, and that's when Gat was like, yo, and I was like, I don't got no problem with, like, I don't have no problem with Mav. Mav knows my one problem that I had with him, and that was it. It was over. I would
So
deal,
there was
and I
no
was-
way y'all could have fixed that up. Like, it was no way
You
y'all could have
notice
fixed it.
we tried to fix it.
Bro, we had a meeting to set up, and he chose not to come. And the whole thing about everything that was going on, I'm gonna tell you the behind the scenes, right? He slandered me about the deal that I tried to help him get with Revolt, changed the whole shit around, made it a whole lie, made niggas try to look, made me try to look bad, and it was not
But
the
look,
truth.
you won at the end of the day.
No,
y'all
but
still
listen,
not
got
about
five-
winning with that
I
one,
didn't
man.
get, I didn't.
None of us won.
I'm gonna tell you why I didn't win. Because that deal that we knew that was going through with Revolt, that was that we had talked to Mav
Listen
about
to this
what I
shit,
wanted.
B.
That was the down payment for my house in Kinnelon, New Jersey. I had a $900,000 house. I was about to bring my parents home. I didn't have to go travel with them. It was a big enough house where I could bring my mother, who's bedridden, home with me and have enough space for caregivers to stay and be with my mother around the clock with my father.
off that situation.
Off of
Yes.
that situation. That was the big deal. Everything was in the works. Yo, we gonna sign this shit, y'all. Don't worry about it. I got enough money to put down. Me and my wife was still together. So we went and got the crib. Everything was all set. And right when it was all set, everything went awry. And I was like, I can't buy the house based upon, I can't buy $1 million house based upon money that I don't have now.
Exactly.
That's not coming. And then the other money was, the other shit, this was the downfall. We was getting a certain amount of money and we was, to blow up, we was filming like 8 times a month, right? Maybe more. When we started getting paid, we was filming 3 times a month.
Right.
So now the agreement was based upon 8 times a month. All right, if I'm gonna get $400 or $500 an episode 8 times a month, that's $4,000. That's a good start. Now I'm doing a relationship show. They're giving me $500 a week. Boom, that's $6,000 for me.
Right.
All right, off of potting.
Nothing else.
All right, now I'm selling merch. I'm consulting with the record label. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm cool right here. Niggas was coming to me and niggas was, I'm gonna say that, I said this on camera. Hynaken kidding me and said, yo, this nigga's making $200,000 a month, right? And I said, I don't care.
Yeah, but my reason for saying that, because it get lost, it wasn't the fact that he's making it that was the issue. It was he was making it and not paying us.
And not paying us on time.
So that's the issue.
That was the issue. So
making
not
the money's
getting paid
never
on
an
time,
issue.
right? So when he told me, I'm saying that to say that was never an issue. So that when he told me that, I said, I really don't care what he's making because I have an agreement. That's all.
And that's why I said.
So this is the thing. I was smart about the agreement. I never said this on camera neither, but I'm gonna share it. I said, Hynaken, if he don't pay us, he's breaking the agreement. I'm a manager. I got a degree in political science and accounting. That means I can read contracts and I can watch my money, okay? I said, technically, Han, when he don't pay us, he's in breach of contract. I'm a free agent. So I said, he can't hold us like most niggas will hold you and do. I said, I'm a free agent. So if niggas think that we really this hot and I'm really this good, I'm going to bet on myself. And I told him just like this. This is the last thing I said. I said, as long as we got Space Ghost to film my shit, I'll be okay.
Well, it's on the table now, like, you know what I mean? 5 rats
No, but my thing with
situation.
this is what I don't like
No,
about
that's
this.
just for me.
No,
That ain't
for
him.
you.
That's
Here's
for
what
him.
I'm saying,
here's
make
my
this
issue
shit
with the
happen.
revolt thing.
What'd you just say, Space?
Because niggas
It's
is
never happened.
You 5 racks?
It's never happened.
yeah.
I lowered my price for him. He called me about the footage. I lowered my price. He ain't called me back since.
See?
But I'm saying, I seen some shit online with you too, where y'all had a private phone call.
Yeah. So
Why you put that online, bro?
why I put what? That we talked? Yeah, why not?
You was like, yo, that nigga's still a liar.
He's still lying. Yes.
But I'm
I
just
stand
saying,
on
that
I
was a
would
private.
say-
To his face, I tell him.
But
he lying.
Space, that was a
You know,
private. I get it, but that was a private
No, it was
conversation.
not. No, we didn't talk about. I didn't say nothing private.
He didn't say nothing great. He just said he spoke to
But
them.
he spoke to him, yeah, and he lied.
But
Again, he's still his story is still his story.
Here's my
and he's
thi-
a liar about it. So he's a liar.
Because here's the
Space goes, I think you got.
He's a liar, bro. And you
No.
know he be lying.
here's my thing, and I think I don't want to make this assumption,
Right.
but Esso, we got to expand on this revolt thing because there's a behind the scene thing Esso had to fix niggas about.
Right.
The show's on fire, right? Now it's 2 entities trying to bring the deal.
Now, if you want to really know
No,
about it, Revolt wanted me
Yeah, but I'm trying to clean all that
During
up to
COVID.
give you context.
They wanted you by yourself,
during COVID. Yeah, but go ahead.
Nah, but it's already too late on
so they
that.
didn't want the group as a group.
That was never an issue.
Right.
That was never a thing. He called me about trying to do a deal. And I offered Revolt up.
Right.
Because K-Mac was like, yo, they would bring you in, they want you to do stuff. That was it. So when he asked me, I set up a meeting with them at Lito's. That was it. There was no me and Hynaken in the middle of nothing. There was
So the money
nothing.
the money shit Math was talking about, like, what was,
That was all, I don't even know.
like, what, with the $1 million, well, how much was it?
I don't know, bro.
One
All I
point
know
something,
is
2 point something?
that they asked him, he didn't know about lawyers. And they sent him a small offer back. And he was like, what is this? I said, just get a lawyer, you send the offer back. This is just the beginning of a negotiation.
This shit sound like a whole bunch of miscommunication.
No, it
something-
wasn't.
Something y'all could have worked out.
It's not
No.
miscommunication.
Whoever closes the deal gets paid.
Oh, okay.
So now, when the shit is going back and forth, Esso as a real nigga said, yo, the niggas that initially bought the deal from his end, he called them and said, y'all dragged y'all feet on this. Y'all fucked this up. It's gonna get done without y'all. That's real nigga shit. Whoever closes the deal. So them niggas on the other side is saying Esso's niggas ain't real niggas to Math because if Math signed with them niggas don't get paid. It's simple business, it's simple street shit.
That's why I said in the beginning,
Yeah.
I did not get involved
Nah,
with none
you didn't
of
know what was going on.
politics or none of that has nothing to do with me. You feel me?
But
But I wish, me personally, how I feel, I wish I could have came to a little and fixed that when
Nigga,
the show was on fire.
How about this? I'm gonna
That
show
show was
I'ma-
on fire. I
hold on,
wish
hold on.
I could have
Hold
fixed
on, let me
that.
show you something. You know, you familiar with Smitty, right?
Yeah, Smitty, my guy.
So Smith, we're on.
Smitty, make it happen.
Let me show you real shit, and Smitty will tell you this as a fact. He's the one that bought the deal on his side. So he's calling us saying, yo, fix this issue. Fix it. I'm like, Smitty, we're on our way driving to the meeting. Esso just says out of nowhere, we on speakerphone. Smitty, I bet you $100 this meeting don't happen. You know how Smitty, yo, bet. Have my money ready. Within 30 seconds, Smitty had to send the money because, boom, the message was set. He canceled the meeting.
That's the quickest $100 I ever made.
I sent them the screenshot. I said, you just lost your money.
Moving along.
Yeah. So you say you don't
Moving
like leaked phone calls, huh?
Moving along, bro. Moving along. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, fuck. Let's talk
Yeah,
some.
let's
Let's
talk-
talk some current events here. Where
let's talk
where
some
do we
shit.
start?
let's talk some shit.
What
man.
you think about Ray J and the Kardashians and this Rico shit, man?
I don't pay attention to that. I don't follow that.
He
It's
don't
a-
follow, that's what I say, he don't follow that type of stuff.
What happened with the chickens, man? Were you there? Did you see that shit?
Chickens.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I spotted the chickens first. I told Math about the chicken.
They said Hynaken did it. Did
Huh?
you hear that? They
The
said
Hynaken
Hynaken
voodoo
did it.
cousins, that shit, the Haitian
Because he
cousins.
Haitian.
Listen,
But it's nothing but Dominicans
I don't
over there.
get involved with politics.
There you go.
Again, I mind my business, bro. Like, I mind my business. When it comes to certain shit, I mind my business. I just know those chickens wasn't cut up and chopped up when we were sitting there.
Oh.
You understand? When we pulled up to the shop, I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's like, you know what I mean? You go into your crib and you see shit in front of your door, like, yo, what the fuck is that? That's how that happened. You know what I mean?
Did it work? I think it worked.
What you mean?
You sound like you did it, bro.
I didn't do it. I don't do shit like that.
Yo, you getting the kick out of dead chickens.
I called Max. I asked him. He said,
No,
he
him
said, he
and
said it was
Mav
shit.
just got like
They got a
thing.
different relationship.
They got a different
Mav said it was
relationship.
shit.
So they always got stuff going
Y'all
on.
gotta chill.
They always got
Yo,
stuff going
yo,
on.
y'all niggas gotta chill.
It's a weird thing. Like I tell people, because it's like you had a chance at doing something that was never gonna be done before.
Nah, he did. Well,
And
all
then-
y'all,
and then-
everybody
no,
did something.
Everybody had a hand in something like that, and then it just crumbles. Like the biggest part with black people in the hip hop community is how they feel about themselves and how they minimize everybody else that's around them. And that's our biggest thing. Once a rapper gets big, he did it. He forgot what everybody else did in the trenches and who put their money up and who turned him on to who played his record. Everybody seems to forget how they got there, and that's big in the community that we're in. That's a problem.
That's a disease. Cause like if I put you on, I did it from the heart. It's no, you know what I'm saying? We have a falling out and I say, yo, you know what I mean? I put you on. I'm the reason you lit, nigga. It's me. Like if anybody I genuinely connected with, I genuinely fuck with you because I don't fuck with everybody. I don't give everybody my energy. I don't talk to everybody.
But you know
I don't fuck
niggas
with
put
everybody.
niggas on for money though, right?
Huh?
You do know niggas put niggas on for money though, right?
Not in every situation though.
Okay, basically, because you speak from the heart. In my situation, it's money. I'm not doing nothing for nobody that I don't fucking know. It's not possible. When I got on that show and all that, that was not for the love. That's because Mecca got up. And I got there, you know why I stayed? Because I was going viral. And I was making money on the YouTube that I didn't know.
It was benefiting.
It was always business. It was never personal.
See,
So-
like my situation different because Math my homie. You feel me? So like that's why I asked you when I ran into you. I'm like, yo, do you know Math like that? You know what I'm saying? You was like, nah, I met him through.
Hynaken
See,
just
like
doing the
me,
show.
I actually been through shit with Math. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I actually seen shit. We was actually broke together. We actually, like when I created the Brooklyn way, I brought him in with me. You feel me? And when he did his show, it was an alley-oop back. So it was like, I look at shit like it was a favor for a favor. But I get it with you though. You know what I mean? I understand.
Because everybody, and I understand that, but for some reason in our hip hop community, they think everybody has that relationship.
Yeah.
I don't have that relationship with him. I never did.
Right.
So it would never be like with him and Hynaken, like how long I knew you. I'm off to the side. I don't give a fuck. I know you for 9 months. You know what I'm saying? None of that means nothing. I sat in the chair, it worked. You thought somebody was gonna pay me. You wanted to pay me before they paid me to keep me here. We're here doing business. Somewhere down the line, black people wanted to be personal. They want to hang. I don't want to hang. I got a sick mother. I'm not hanging.
Right. God bless her.
You know what I'm saying? I got a father that depends on me. I'm not hanging. At the time, I had a wife that depends on me that's in the house. I'm not hanging. I got a whole other life. I deal with the record labels. I sell capsules. I'm not like everybody else here. And I would say that in front of everybody. I'm not like them. They're not doing what I'm doing. They're not paying the bills I'm paying. They're not putting the work in that I'm putting in. So I would tell them, you can't even pay me what you pay them. I'm worth more. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
And who don't like it, they gotta deal with it. This is what's happening. This is all business here. So when you chop a nigga off and you say, yo, no, I'm not paying you no more, I'm breaking this, I'm breaking that, then it's like, yo, this is why I don't do favors. I've been in the business for 30 years, since I was 18. Nobody's doing shit for favors. Only niggas who don't got money, who ain't in the building cutting checks. Everything is a favor. Yo, you gonna sign this nigga? Yeah, all right, yo, kick me back. So and so and so and so and so. Yo, I'ma send this nigga to you. Yo, I got room on my album for a fucking producer. Yo, I'm gonna cut you the check. Puffy has given me checks. I ain't even have to pay nobody. Yo, nigga, pay who you want out your team. I'm turning my head. You put the work in. I'm not keeping the records. We got money left in the budget. Here, do what you gotta do. That's all business, my nigga.
Facts.
That's all from putting work in, and that's the part that I tell everybody with podcasting and all this stuff. These niggas ain't businessmen. That's why shit get fucked up. That's why people breaking up. Niggas not getting paid. Nigga thinks this is fun and games. Nigga, no. Nigga, you put in work. Nigga, pay a nigga. Let him get his worth and let him go do what he got to do to support his own family so he can come back, sit in this chair and do the best job he can to help make the union.
The only thing that's ill was if you look at that model, that was literally the first model that worked with a bunch of niggas or a bunch of men.
And it was fire for New York City, because I don't think New York City had a powerful podcast like that.
Yeah, and
know
then
what I
if
mean?
you notice, once that split happened, everybody else started adding on to their show. It went from 2 to 3 man shows to 5 to 6 man shows now. People haven't even peeped that. And I'm
I
like,
think they peeped it.
nah. Nah. It just happened so subtly. Did you notice that?
Nah, not really.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It was so subtle. I'm like, he just added.
Joe added on more people after that, right?
Joe had like 4, right? He had like
Joe had
4.
only Ish and Ice.
Yeah, only
And then
Ice.
and then once it,
and then he saw 5 people.
No, he got 4 now.
He came-
I mean, I think everybody steal little bits and pieces from everybody and shit.
We ain't steal shit from nobody. Not one motherfucker. We ain't steal a motherfucking thing from no.
you don't want to know why
body,
that's true?
nigga.
Because every time we said something on that show, people was like, oh, they making that up.
So y'all was, before my expert opinion, y'all was interviewing guests way before that?
Yes. We,
had
was on Shade Room.
We had Neo,
Neo,
we had
Trina.
Right.
We got Toby. We didn't have all high end.
Because I'm gonna be
people.
honest, like me,
Yeah.
like I wasn't watching shit like that. I'll go on this and I don't watch nothing. But once, y'all start speaking about BagFuel on the show, that's when I tapped into it. Like, oh, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it was we were coming right out of COVID. So there was no filming for us in COVID. We didn't know ghosts. We were on This Is 50, just
And
doing
Hot New
shit,
Hip Hop, too.
doing shit on Zoom and Hot New Hip Hop and shit like that. So I wasn't coming out because my parents are old. So COVID fucked with me. I left New York and went to Pittsburgh and was stayed there for 8 to 10 weeks and chilled with my parents. And so everything was dead. During that time, Hynaken was like, yo, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna use this program and I'm gonna cut up all our old clips, our old Neo, our old this, our old stuff, boom, boom, boom. So we was recycling that plus the This Is 50. All right, after I started coming on, after COVID kind of slowed down a little bit, Pal got us in Atlanta and we went and shot interviews in Atlanta and we started to move a little bit. And the next thing I know, Mav called him to go on My Expert Opinion. So we were moving, but we were moving slowly because we didn't have a cameraman. Our cameraman had tailed off. He had lost his moms. He had lost his nephew. He had lost a lot of people during this time.
In 8 months span,
Yo,
bro. His sister caught a
his
stroke.
His
Wild
sister
nigga
caught a
shit,
stroke.
bro.
So he was
That's
out
crazy.
the game. He was out the game, and it wasn't nothing we could do. And we sitting over here like, yo, what are we gonna do? So he just started cutting up footage, and then Hot New Hip Hop, he got us on This Is 50. Hot New Hip Hop called me about an interview for Clue with fucking Juicy J.
That's dope.
And I said, Hein, I think I could get us on Hot New Hip Hop. And I don't know what I said to the dude, but he got us on Hot New Hip Hop. That lasted for a shorter period of time, but we started making a couple dollars because we was on This Is 50 and we was on Hot New Hip Hop. So we started bringing in a couple dollars now. And then next thing I know, he got called to go to Math shit. And one thing led to another. By the second time he was on Math shit, I sat in the chair. So then, and this is real, I was like, yo, let's go shoot BagFuel. This is perfect. You on Math shit? And Hynaken was like, no. He's like, nah, let's just ride this out. And I was like, ride this out? We argued about that every day, Gat Murder.
That's crazy.
Ride this out. I was like, we got our own show. Why would we just be on this nigga's show? We got our own show. Like, do you know what
Did
value that
y'all
is?
communicate that? Like, yo, look, I don't mind being on your show, but we
No,
got
he knew he was on BagFuel because the first time that he ever was on the show, he asked Hynaken, what does he want to promote? He knew it was BagFuel. He's like, BagFuel,
It's on
BagFuel,
camera.
BagFuel. And he said, why you ain't bring your man? And I was sitting right there with a mask on.
You know
because of
what
COVID.
would have been crazy? Like if everything, this is just me in my head. If everything went right, my expert opinion would have been like Rock Nation. Let's say he picked up BagFuel.
He didn't want that.
No, I'm just saying, this is just me in my head.
But Gat Murder, see, you're not informed. Let me stop.
No, but
you.
listen, let me get it through.
Gat, but you're not informed. He when he signed us, Gat Murder, he said yo, I want another show from y'all. I said,
I'm talking about your show. Like if everything went right, my show,
you're not paying
Hynaken
attention.
show.
Gat, yo, Gat, you're not understanding. Gat, he signed us. We saw my expert opinion,
Right.
and he said, yo, he want other shows from people.
That would've
We
been
said,
fire.
okay. We got BagFuel. He said, don't nobody want to
Yeah,
fuck with
he
that.
laughed in our face.
He said, don't nobody want to fuck with that. And I
And
said,
he's not gonna deny
I
that.
said, he's not gonna. I said, what are you talking about? I said, if niggas, I said, if we was all cool, I said, if niggas want to hear me,
Right.
I said, I'm gonna take everybody out this shit. If niggas want to hear me, why wouldn't they want to go? Why wouldn't they go to BagFuel? That's when he came up with the joint where he had the records and we wanted to. It's
called The Drop.
The drop. He had the drop. He tried that, and I was like, it's too many people on the drop. It's too many this. It's too many that. You sure you don't want BagFuel? No, I'll give you BagFuel. You can pay us $500 each per show. We'll do 4 shows a month. No, nobody gonna want to watch that shit. I said, okay. That's it.
I think that would have been fire though.
No, it would have been fire, but this is how I realized Brooklyn niggas think. It's no
Nah,
offense.
don't say.
It's no offense. It's a Brooklyn
Chill
nigga
out.
math. Let me tell you
Chill out.
Brooklyn nigga math. Let me tell you Brooklyn nigga math.
All Brooklyn niggas
Let
don't
me
think
tell
like that,
you
nigga.
Brooklyn nigga math. Hold on. So I'm paying them niggas for my expert opinion, and I'm paying this nigga for so and so. It doesn't matter if I'm making $200,000. They're getting $6,000, $8,000. Yo, I'm not paying nobody else $8,000. Can't do it. That's Brooklyn nigga math. Queens niggas is like this. 200,000. I'm making 8,000. Nigga, give them 12.
Stop it. All Queens niggas don't
Give
think like
them
that, bro.
12.
All Queens
Yes,
niggas don't think like
give
that.
'em 12.
There's Queens niggas that think like Brooklyn niggas,
No.
nigga.
They told me somewhere.
Not when they got the money.
Queens is the first. They said Queens is the first spot to like kind of squash like territories in a sense. Like everybody was getting money at the same time. Like in like 40 projects. Like
I don't know about
Who
squad.
said that, though?
They're lying.
Ooh.
at one point,
Who?
it was like these little niggas.
Who
like,
said
they
that?
know everybody.
He don't know. He don't know who said that.
It's
Yo,
an
listen,
assumption.
The only time shit was under one regime was when you had Preem and the Coley War family and everybody was scared. Yeah, that's the only time this shit was under one
The
fucking
only
regime.
thing you sound like you explaining is the slow buck shit when they had the Dipset and niggas
They
was
wasn't
going.
on Southside. They
Yeah.
wasn't on Southside Jamaica. No, he's
You
talking
know how
about Queens.
big Queens is, nigga?
Bro, it does matter who I said, because the only time that I know was when everybody was scared of Preem and the Cody Wall family had all the work and everything. That's the only time, and I was a baby, that I could see Queens under one regime, because North Side of Queens does not fuck with South Side of Queens.
It's like that now too.
Yeah, nigga, never. Nigga, when me and Clue was friends years ago, niggas would be like, yo, how do you fuck with Clue? He's from North Side. Like, I'm from South Side. Who gives a fuck? We're both from Queens.
Niggas too old for that shit. Niggas
I'm
40.
talking about this was 20 years ago though, but nigga.
Like now
nigga,
it should
it's
be-
Compton and South Central. When does shit stop? Got murder? So niggas from Coney Island just going to Best Stop?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yo, all right.
The
Facts.
best style like fucking.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
I lived in
Yeah.
Coney Island.
So niggas is regularly just.
And I'm a star nigga. They
So
love me
But
out
Brooklyn
there.
No,
niggas
no.
have always been known for
I'm
going
going
everywhere.
anywhere. I'm good anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lived in Queens too, bro.
I lived in Queens.
They love me in Queens.
No, Queen, no.
That's why I don't be understanding
Queens
none of this
Queens
shit.
is love. Listen, if you're not from a place in Harlem, they love me in Harlem.
Yeah.
They love me in Harlem. I went to high school in Harlem.
I
nigga.
never seen none
They
of this
love-
shit. Niggas
they-
be like, yo,
they love-
Queens,
you
niggas,
see,
North
when
Side.
you saw me
I
in
went through
Harlem,
all that shit, nigga.
when you saw me in Harlem, you saw me walking right past the projects on 8th Avenue. Comfortable than a motherfucker,
Facts,
right?
facts.
Nobody fucking with me. I knew the blood nigga on the corner on the bike already. Yo, Randy, you good? He knew me by my real name. Randy, you good? I'm good. It's the same way, but when you're from a place, sometimes it becomes a different type of territory,
Right.
which you know about. Like, I've been from here. Like you said, my niggas from here have problems over there. Like, I'm from Coney Island. Niggas have problems over there. In Canarsie, whatever. I don't fuck with them. It all could be like that. That's how Queens be. Queens be broken up because a lot of bitches. We love our bitches.
I mean, I think it's like that everywhere. Certain niggas, certain sides just don't fuck with certain,
Yeah.
for whatever drama they inherited from back in whatever. But me, I'm good anywhere. Queens, Harlem, Staten Island, Brooklyn, whatever. Bronx.
Why you think that is?
Because I'm a good nigga. I'm a genuine nigga. I ain't a snake. I don't move oppy. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. I ain't a backbiting ass nigga. I don't do none of that. I show love to niggas. I don't care if a nigga got 500 views and trying to, you know what I mean, and trying to rap. Let me support you, my nigga. You know, that mean a lot to niggas, you know what I'm saying? So like, I just show love, I spread love. I don't be on no hate shit. Like,
Spread love is the Brooklyn way,
that's
Joy.
a fact. Big said it best, nigga. Like, I spread love. That's why I say I never get involved with the politics. It's none of my business.
But how do you do that? Is that hard? Because I know
Yeah,
niggas,
sometimes
I know
it-
niggas want you to get involved in the politics because you've known, and I'm not talking about Mav, I'm talking about people in general because you've
Yeah.
known them for a long
But
time.
niggas respect me. They know don't involve me in none of that shit. You feel me? Don't involve me. I go to corner stores. I go supermarkets with my moms. I be outside. So don't involve me in none of that internet shit. You know what I mean? What I mean internet shit is niggas going back and forth on the internet beefing. Don't drag me in none of that. You know what I mean? I text niggas behind the scenes. Whatever y'all going through, don't involve Gat in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside. Really, I run into everybody. I don't care who you are. If you outside and you putting in work, I'm going to see you because I'm in the mix. You feel me? Don't involve me in none of that negative shit. And that's just how I move. And that's why niggas fuck with me.
Where you
because
learn that from, Gat? That come from your moms, your pops, what? The streets, what?
the streets. The streets. You know, if you mind your business. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the stop, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Mind your business. If you see this going down over there, it don't involve you or your family members, mind your business. That's how I got this far in life, minding my business, my nigga. When niggas trying to talk to me about drama with this person and that person, I don't want to hear all of that. You know what I mean? Keep me out of that. You know what I'm saying? If you my man, you my homie, and you respect me, you'll respect my wishes. Like, Gat don't want to be tied up with none of my bullshit.
So how do you make money being cool with everybody? Because in my experience, being cool with niggas, you don't get paid, niggas don't pay
I
you.
don't say, I wouldn't say being cool with everybody. I'm cordial.
Okay.
There's a difference with being cool and being cordial. Like, I can see somebody my family members is not fucking with like that in the spot. You feel me? Or my niggas not fucking with in the spot, and I keep it cordial. Because I know me. I know, like, I'm going to jail. You understand what I'm saying? I know me. I'm not gonna get involved with that because I know the outcome. And I got a lot to live for at the end of the day. I'm not throwing my life away for, it gotta make sense for me to throw my life away to go to jail. You feel me? It gotta make sense. Not no frivolous shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Jail is the only thing a
I
decent
know that's
amount of
where I'm
niggas
going.
got to live for.
I know that's where I'm going, bro. So like when you know yourself and you know how you think and you know how you react to certain situations, you step back from that. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I operate.
How you feel about this Kanye thing where he put this list out about
I don't care,
all the
bro.
people?
I do not pay attention to none of it. I don't care.
So how do you do a show then, nigga?
How I do a show when it come to like interviewing the guests I interview, I focus on them.
Of course, yeah.
Politics, as far as like why this person, a lot of these niggas do this shit for clickbait and for whatever reason. I don't care about none of that.
But you don't have to. What I was gonna ask you is you don't have to really know what's going on because there's nothing crazy going on. I was gonna say he put out a list of people that were supposed to be his friends, right? And said that they never did nothing, they don't do nothing for me. And I was gonna bring it to mental health, right? The mental health with a lot of our people is like very serious. Sometimes we think that they're just doing it for clickbait. But like I tell people, if you're a famous man like that, you don't have to clickbait. It gotta be something.
So he put niggas' names on the list.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He put a list of like 13 people.
Like, if I got all of this is just me.
Okay, this is what I want to know.
If I got all this money in the world, I would not give a fuck about a list. I don't care about like
of who's doing what and everything.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
But mental health in our community, because
It's
saying, okay, and I'm saying this because you say like I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying attention. But if you're dealing with people that really got mental health, you would need to pay attention because they could lead you down the wrong way. You could be misinformed, even if you're trying to mind your business. Mental health in our community
I know
is
people
a
with
big
mental
deal.
health issues, and I'm gonna keep it 100.
Okay.
I distance myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's a relative, it's something different. Let me get you some help. Let's get some help for this issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, outside of that, Like, your issues is your issues. Everybody going through some issues in their life.
That's a fact.
When these cameras go off, it's back to reality. We back to real life. You feel what I'm saying? But if you somebody I know or I genuinely fuck with like that, I'ma ask you,
So you would step in, because that's a hard
tough,
thing.
It's
That's
tough.
why I asked you, because that's a hard thing to do.
It's tough depending on
I think
the
you would mind your
individual.
business. Yeah, I would say.
I think it's tough dealing. It depends on the individual.
I think you would mind your business.
I think anybody that's
depends on the individual.
Exactly.
anybody that's in this art form has some level of ridiculous in their mind. And that's not to like minimize what it is, but like this is not normal shit to even do this. Maybe 100 years from now, everybody.
Nah, this is needed.
No, what I'm saying, just the mentality of doing this. This is not normal behavior. There's more bus drivers than people doing this. Even our man, Bless, that owns this jewelry spot right here in the Diamond District. As a black man, this is not normal shit. So, of course, for Kanye to be a billionaire, to be this fashion Nova dude, I mean Nova like a superstar in fashion, his mind, no matter how much money he got, he can't keep all that shit in his head. He needs an outlet, and his outlet just happens to be for consumption for us, man.
Do you think it's a possibility he start tweaking like that after his mom's passed?
That's the number one thing I said.
I think
said, ever since his mom's passed unexpectedly,
Yeah.
I always said Kanye hasn't been the same. That's why I give him a pass. I don't know what I would
We don't
be
know.
like losing my mother abruptly to a surgery that she did not need that I might have paid for.
Right.
I don't know how I would feel
So
about
that's probably like, you know, it probably bothered him.
Because, I mean,
Trigger.
yeah,
I would think so, because he was wild, but he wasn't like this. You know what I'm saying?
but
Like,
we also got to take into account he divorced Kim. No matter what people might downplay her history.
But your mother, though,
that was
is-
all after
is
his
different.
mom.
No. I'm
Okay,
adding
go ahead.
on to it.
But go ahead.
The mom,
yeah,
he
that's
divorced Kim. He really loved her based on what we've seen optically. He got all these kids that now there's a fracture in the family. Then, you know, he gets his Adidas contract ripped away. You know, it's a lot of mega shit. He's worth $1 billion, billionaire. They rip his status away to embarrass him. Like this shit
Some
really.
of that was bought on itself, though.
No, I'm not saying it's not. It's just all this shit, and a creative person like that, every creative person needs some level to figure out how to get rid of their frustration. Otherwise, it's
But
gonna
I think
be
he
some-
did go into therapy though.
I'm not Kanye.
It might not be enough.
I'm not Kanye, and I don't have the money he has or the fame he has. But sometimes you gotta sit your ass down, and that's what a lot of people don't do. That's what going through a divorce with my wife and all that, being with somebody for 12 years and being somebody, it forced me to sit my ass down, Gat
He probably
Murder.
can't sit down though.
Yeah.
Anybody can sit down, Gat Murder.
How much is his motherfucking child
Hey,
support?
yo, he got the
Like
money.
300 racks?
Gat Murder. You can
month?
sit down.
We can't say he got the money though.
Gat Murder. For your health, for your life, you have to find a way. Because it's not gonna mean nothing. If I'm running around and I'm gonna have a fucking stroke and I'm not gonna be able to do what I gotta do, then all this stuff that we're saying is all for nothing.
Right.
And people break down, and when they break down, some don't come back. I seen niggas break down. They've been in my family. We had to go get them out of the mental shit. You know that. They still haven't recovered, old, young. This shit is a big deal. And when I'm watching people like Kanye, I feel, and I don't want him spazzing out on me, but I feel bad, because I don't know if it's people that's turning their back on him or if he's not listening. It's one of the two. And he's too great, and he's black, to
Bruh,
be even going down in this
All I
road
see, all these successful dudes who are these type A personalities, this is part of the program. It's no different than Dame Dash. Anybody that's extremely aggressive with their personality, you see this.
The majority of
Hov is subtle though.
the majority
He can
of
control
niggas
himself.
that's millionaires and billionaires is the ones with their issues.
Yeah, because what does it take to make that money?
Nas and Jay-Z seem like the most normal billionaire niggas.
They seem like
They
that.
I said seem. What the girl say?
He said, really? He put his hands up.
They seem like the most, out of all the ones that's out here, they seem like the most normal to me. Maybe LeBron. LeBron seems normal. LeBron seems normal. Who you think that Jay's not normal? You think Nas is not normal?
Nobody with that amount of
You
money
don't think
is
Nas is
normal,
normal
bro.
neither? Okay.
Nobody with that amount of money is normal, my nigga. If you had billions of dollars, you would not be normal. You would not move the same. You would not think the same. You would not be in the places you've been at before. All that shit.
Everything is a little
everything
different.
changed. You gotta literally look over your shoulders everywhere you go.
Everyone's asking you for money on a different scale. Yo, you got it. Let me get 10,000.
Niggas start feeling
for money
entitled.
all day right now.
Niggas start feeling entitled. Like you owe them. This is your money, but they feel like you owe them. There's a lot
And
of
when
shit
it
that
don't
comes
work,
with
they
that.
want more from you until it works, and then they want more from you.
And then they on camera violating your life.
Yo, you know he has a brother that just
Fact.
popped up out of nowhere?
Little Esso?
He claimed he's my big brother, and I left him for dead when I blew up and got rich.
Hold on, this is your mom's child?
He's not real, he's fake. It's a nigga I don't even know. My father is still in my mother and father are still together. I don't have a brother. I only got 2 sisters. That's it. But now niggas just research mad niggas. A couple niggas that's like they my brothers.
Do he look like you though?
Nah, he don't look like me. He look like a Sudanese version of me. Nigga. He looks wild, nigga. The nigga looks wild. He's like, yeah, he's my brother, and you know, I took care of him my
think
whole
we
life.
all got that though. I think we all got, yo, that's my cousin.
I took care of him my
cousins
whole
is
life,
easy.
and he left and abandoned the family once he got rich, and I don't even have a brother. Come on,
That's
Gat.
promo.
Yeah, I know.
That's
That's all,
promo.
I'm not mad at
That's
him,
all
Gat.
promo.
I'm getting so popular. The niggas faking on being my brother and having a whole story about our father wasn't there and all this
That's
other
lit.
shit.
That's lit. You know what I'm saying?
And my father even laughed at it. He got a big kick out of it. I was like, that's violation, you know? That's violation. My father, me, him laughing. I'm like, this nigga think I'm so lit that he want to claim to be my brother. I ain't go for it, bro.
Like fake cousins, that's standard shit.
Yeah,
But
fake
to
cousins.
say you either shared a mom or a pops or both is some ill nigga shit, bro. You came out the same skeet or the same tube? Nah, bro. No.
Yo,
Sound
niggas
like
have
you was
lots
giving
of
her for
words.
adoption or something? That's how you try to play it off?
Yeah, I don't know. He wildin' though.
Because that's disrespect to the parent. Now, in fairness, though, especially Caribbean parents, they be hiding the brothers and sisters. I ain't know I had an older sister.
Black people, regular, not Caribbean, behind brothers and
Nigga,
sisters.
the Caribbeans do it the best, bro. I didn't have an older sister till I was 16. He's like, yeah, this is your older sister. I'm like, nah. He's like, I told you. No, you didn't. You know?
I told you had a
I would have
sister.
remembered that. You know what I mean? Niggas was-
I told you about her 16 years ago. What are you talking about?
you know. But
So
Gat,
what you promoting, Gat?
I'm promoting the location.
DA.
So the location, and I'm promoting the Brooklyn Way movie.
Where you shoot the location at?
We shoot the location in the style, in my hood.
Okay.
Salute, man.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to bring that to the hood, you know, so like when you see the Gats pulling up, they come into my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like
Bring your burner.
nah, hell
That
no.
star's gentrified.
Nah, anybody,
I'm
yeah, I'm
just
gonna be
joking,
honest.
Gat.
I'm gonna be honest though. I had a lot of celebrity homies pull up to my hood. Niggas never, like anybody will tell
Yeah,
you.
I'm just joking.
I know you joking, but I'm
Gat.
just saying,
It's still Brooklyn,
I'm
y'all.
saying, you know, you in the style, you in Brooklyn, you safe with me, nigga. Your chain
It's
ain't gonna
still
get took
Brooklyn,
in,
be
nothing
careful,
bad
niggas.
gonna happen to you, you heard? That's a fact.
What was that like, Bed-Stuy becoming the first place to get gentrified in Brooklyn? Because that's where it started,
I
especially
ain't
with the
gonna lie,
brownstones.
growing up in the style, like I could have lost my life a few times out there.
Yeah.
But seeing it change like that was for the better. I think it's for the better. You know what I mean? Don't sell your brownstone. You got a
Yo.
brownstone, don't sell that shit. Them shits is gold mines.
What does doing the records with the veterans make you feel like? What's the feeling
Yeah,
like
you
when
got
you work
songs
with
with
when you work with Havoc and Redman?
I never worked with Havoc.
Oh, you never worked with Havoc?
Nah, I never worked with Havoc. I love to though, but I work with Redman, Big Daddy Kane. I work with a lot of niggas.
You got something with Bleak, right?
Nah, I ain't got nothing with Bleak. Me and Bleak, we talking about that right now though. Shout to Bleak, shout to Rock Solid Podcast.
Yeah.
Doing this thing and all that. But Bleak like my Lord's cousin. You know what I mean? Not my real cousin, but that's like my Lord's cousin and all that. Shout to Bleak. But you know, we got some things in the works.
Yeah, Bleak doing a good job with that rock.
I like what
solid.
Bleak doing. You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
his shit's different, and his delivery's different. I'm definitely not mad at it. I feel like people who do good work is only gonna bring more light to the situation.
Me and Bleak, before he even started his podcast, me and him, we was together. And we was talking about our podcast. He was telling me how he was gonna roll it out. This is before he rolled it out. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling him how I was gonna roll mine out before I even rolled it out. And to see how it's going is a beautiful thing. I like to see my niggas win.
So do you think he got a cheat code?
Of course.
All right, I'm just making sure. What's his cheat code? Is it his
His
followers
cheat code
or
is
the Rock
Hov.
Nation?
Come on, stop playing. His cheat code is Hov. Rock Nation, that's a cheat code. Of course. And not only that, he got drink champs with him.
Yeah,
So, you know what I mean?
EFN. So
Bleak got them relationships. You know
all
what
he
I'm
got to
saying?
do is deliver and be himself, and he's good.
And not only that, his shit is fire.
Yeah.
Because people always look at Bleak and connect Hov with him. You feel me?
How could you not?
Now,
Yeah, but currently they're not
now he got
connecting.
the podcast going
He's
on,
standing on
and
his
Hov
own.
is not attached to that. And he's doing a great
So
job.
Hov isn't the cheat code then.
Hov gonna always be his
Then
cheat
he's
code.
attached to it.
Yeah, but people
Then
are
he's
not.
attached
Listen,
Do you listen to
people
what he
is
said?
watching his show because it's a dope show.
Yeah.
With that shit, all the top podcasters was on Rockefeller. It is kind of true.
Like who?
Nori was on Rockefeller.
Like for how long?
For 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Dame Dash
Joe
said
was
that,
there
right?
like 3 months.
But
bro.
Dame Dash said that, right?
Yeah.
You still in Dame Dash shit?
It's kind of true.
No, it's not.
Not everybody was on Rockefeller. They wasn't on Rockefeller.
Gillian
I
Waller
wasn't on Rockefeller. Math wasn't on Rockefeller. Niggas wasn't like,
I wish he was on Rockefeller.
why you keep doing that to son? Chill out, son.
signed to
Let's do a
Rockefeller.
clean interview without shooting at the man like that, son.
It's true.
Nah, come on, son. I done named everybody else.
They
have a different relationship,
You
bro.
gotta
But
understand.
Stop shooting at that
He's
nigga
not-
like that,
listen,
son.
Listen, he's only mad if I'm shooting at him and I don't. When Ghost shoots at him, it's regular shit. They
He be
do
laughing
this,
about it.
They do this on the phone.
Oh, y'all
with
good
each other.
though, like
They
outside
talk
off
on
the
the
camera.
phone.
Yeah.
Y'all good.
Yeah.
As long as y'all good.
We've talked.
Yeah, they cool, Gat.
That's good.
No
That's
matter
all
what.
I want to hear.
He don't got no real problem with Ghost.
I done said Esso, Hynaken. I said math. That nigga said, yeah, math, whoosh. Like, come on, son. Come on, son.
He said it to me before.
Come on, son.
He said to you he wouldn't be on Rockefeller.
He said that before.
Son, I ain't gonna lie. Son got some
To
good
be
music,
honest,
though.
The reason why
He need to put out.
It started was because of Young Guru. Keeping it real.
Say that again.
Young
Me and Math and Young Guru was talking about podcasts, and Young Guru put the battery in Math's back to do the podcast. So in a way, Rockefeller was involved.
Yeah, Rockefeller was involved.
So Rockefeller is the.
Oh.
So Rockefeller's the
So
reason why.
Jay-Z's the reason why my
Mike's
opinion blew
is
up.
big.
Holy mackerel, Gat.
Niggas crazy.
Brooklyn niggas.
That's crazy. You ain't a Brooklyn nigga?
Yeah, of course, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Brooklyn niggas. What's
So
it
what-
like?
oh, go on.
What's it like doing this show, man? Now it's all on your shoulders. You know, you got to
I
talk.
have fun, you know what I mean? Because, like, the people I bring on the show is people I actually fuck with like that. You know what I'm saying? I do my homework on it. Some of them I don't even got to do my homework.
Yeah.
It's just a genuine conversation like this. You know what I mean? It's a genuine conversation. You get Jews from people that been in the game for a long period of time. Y'all know how this shit go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just be one to sit down with people I never sat down with and have a genuine conversation on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I never sat down. This our first
Yeah.
ever, you know what
Well,
I'm saying?
no second for you and I, but I know.
Yeah,
what
but you know what I mean? This is dope. I like the energy. Like, the energy gotta be right for me to sit down with niggas, you feel me? I'm not sitting down with niggas because of camera or, you know what I'm saying? I'm plugged in with a lot of people that I would never sit down with.
Why not?
Because.
They be lying. Yo, what does Brooklyn mean to you, Gat Murder? When I say Brooklyn, what's the first thing you think about, Nick?
My life, like, I was born and raised there. I bust my first nut there. I bust my first gun there. I sold my first drug there. You feel me? I had my first date there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn is everything to me. Like, Brooklyn is inspired me to want to do the things I do now. Big Daddy Kane lived around the corner from me. I was 8 years old, you know what I mean? Before I started rapping, this was a dude that was like, you know what I mean? Showed me mad
Accessible.
love. You feel me? From a kid to now. So I learned a lot in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is my life.
What's a money commandment that you live by, which means something you do to keep money in your pocket?
Hustle. Gotta keep hustling. You know how this shit go. Don't stop. Keep it going.
Who's somebody you want to have on that show, man?
I'd love to sit down with Nori,
That'd be fine.
50. Yayo a funny nigga. I seen y'all argument. That shit was hilarious.
Was you in there in person for
I
that?
wasn't there. I wasn't there for that.
Oh, Champ was there. Yeah, Champ was
That was the wildest night ever at Mike's for the
Yo,
page.
but I ain't gonna lie, that interview was fire. But like niggas like that type of energy, you feel me?
Yeah.
I wanna sit down with niggas that's on the come up trying to do their thing, that need that light on them, that's not getting that light. Cause it's certain dudes that get overlooked that got that it factor.
Yeah. I know
And
exactly what
niggas
you
and
mean.
they get overlooked.
It's easy. It's life, you know.
I mean,
Sometimes you gotta get the right hammer to knock down. Like, you know, as much as we go back and forth about the math thing, the fact that he put us in front of 500 million humans, you can't deny that.
Hell yeah.
You know, people thought we was denying that. Esso never denied that. Neither did I. You know what I mean? So sometimes you need that opportunity.
Math a cool nigga though. He a cool nigga, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes niggas just don't see eye to eye when it
That's
comes to
it.
certain things. And that's
I mean,
that's life.
It's a lot of shit
It's
behind that.
regular.
My nigga, I thought he was cool all the way up until the end.
Mad fuck with you, bro.
I thought he was
He
cool.
fuck with y'all.
Nigga, I used to be at the nigga crib.
I'm gonna be honest
bro.
with you. I was around Math when he was punching niggas in their face. That ain't happened with none of y'all niggas. You
Cool.
feel me?
He was cool all the way up until he wasn't. That's what shocked me because people would say that. People was coming to us saying,
I think y'all niggas, me personally, as men, black people, we got this thing where it's like niggas is always nigga shit. There's always nigga shit, nigga shit. I feel like y'all situation ain't that deep, pause, where y'all can come back together because y'all got, listen, Esso. Stop. Let me talk. Let me talk. Y'all don't have to get. I'm not saying get
Yeah,
back together. Let me
close this
speak
out.
my piece. I'm just saying, I was a fan of this situation before all of this shit happened. I'm just an outside nigga looking in. I mean, I'm me. I'm who I am.
Yeah.
But I loved seeing y'all chemistry together on camera. Esso arguing back and forth. You know what I'm saying? The shit was dope before I even stepped on that show.
Yeah.
I didn't even expect to become a co-host after y'all niggas left the show. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But there's millions of people that would love to see that again.
yeah, I'm sure.
yeah. But
I mean, it's a lot of people that want to see the Naughty by Nature back together too. And I argue with Vinny and trusted him about it. Be like, hey, but I mean,
niggas would love to see Hov and Dame back together again.
Hov and Dame would be dope. Bro.
I would love to see that.
Mason Puff. We could
Yeah.
do Mason Puff back together.
We just like in this field we in, we gotta just stop with the nigga shit. It's too much nigga shit going on in the field. It's fucking up money. It's dividing and conquering. A lot of that shit going on. It's shadow banding. It's blackballing. It's a lot of cutthroat shit going on.
Man, I mean,
I think niggas need to fix that shit, man.
What we contribute to that is by not doing none of that. We don't shadow ban. We don't try to blackball. We don't give. I'm the most. I don't give a fuck about nobody. Nobody's in my lane, so there's nobody for me to hate on.
Right.
There's nobody in my lane.
Right.
So I'm totally clear to do whatever the fuck I feel like doing, blah, blah, blah. And that's what we're bringing to the game. If we didn't want to
that's
do
why
stuff,
I created my own shit. Because like with my
Exactly.
own, this is my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like with BagFuel, y'all nurtured this shit. Y'all build this shit from the ground up.
Definitely.
Y'all know where y'all want to see this go.
Definitely.
And it's a successful show.
Thank you.
I always tell you that.
Yeah, always.
You know what I'm saying? It's a successful show. I love watching it. And I'm never going to stop watching or supporting black niggas doing their thing. Spread love.
Bag
The
to
Brooklyn way.
spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.
Tune into the location
Yo,
on
tell 'em.
YouTube. Tune into the Brooklyn Way web series popping right now.
Yeah.
And the movie on the way too. Shout
And
to
your
BagFuel.
Instagram.
GAT_MURDAH.
But he's
Gat
really
Murder,
Gat, but
Big
he's really
Brooklyn.
Gat Taylor now.
Gat Taylor now, nigga.
Yo, BagFuel, we out.